Hello, coming at you, show number 43.
I think something like that. We're ghetto styling it today, man. We got something to share with everybody, but go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, man. I mean, globally, nationally, locally, coming at you. What can I say? Enjoy being back. Show number 43. Said that already. We're trying to change the format a little bit. He said ghetto styling. That's a new word.
No, I mean, this is ghetto styling. I mean,
okay.
So look, let's try not to hit the peak, but look. So either which way, the last show I was uploading, I looked at the YouTube analytics, and I didn't expect to set the world on fire with this thing. When we originally started this thing, we wanted to do this just for the family.
Have fun.
Yeah, just have fun, just so people could, so we could just basically just rant and people would listen to us. And it's fine. But we've been, I put about 4 to 6 hours in on this thing with the uploading and the editing and the actual show, if you combine the show and he comes over and all this stuff. And when I looked at the YouTube analytics, we have 30-something subscribers, and that's great. Thank you, everybody that's ever watched our show. Thank you. But, on an average, a show about only 6 to 7 people actually, tune in and watch us. Maybe a couple of more here and there. I know people are busy. We know people are busy. But anyway, so we got a 45 to 50-minute show. On an average, people are only watching for about 15 minutes. And I totally understand that. And you know how I know? Because that's people's commute to work, commute to the store, how long they're going to sit on the toilet. I do the same thing, And it's understandable that when you arrive at your destination or you're ready to wipe, or you get that phone call and you click us off, you're probably not going to turn us back on, and we understand that. I understand that for sure. We also know that it's hard to stay consistent with this thing. He's busy, I'm busy, we're all busy. We got a lot of stuff going on. I got a lot of stuff going on. That's just life. And I'm not going to sit here and make excuses and be like, well, if they were watching us and we were getting more feedback, then I'd be more inclined to do no. That wouldn't change our darn thing. So what I'm trying to tell you is that now we're going to go back to a 15-minute show, and maybe, just maybe, we can get a couple of more of these up per week or better frequency. I got a couple of ideas that we're thinking about. Different types of shows. We'll go back to like food tasting again. We'll do the, more taco tasting, hamburger tasting, who's got the best egg roll in Baton Rouge, stuff like that. And I'm not just talking.
Yeah, who's got the best egg roll?
Yeah, who's got the best egg roll? Who's got the best daiquiri? Where can you get the cheapest beer? Who's got the, it's like, where's the best place to go out? It's like the sky's the limit, but we want to make this to where it's just 15-minute shows.
There you go. We got a timer on it. We'll try to hold to it. Maybe this first show once we do it. Now that you know where we're at. Globally, Trump, Netanyahu, the other day, signing a Mideast pact. What? Israel?
Yeah, Netanyahu's in trouble in Israel.
Yeah.
Netanyahu's in trouble with him. But first and foremost, Kobe Bryant. Let's get
Kobe Bryant, right.
Kobe Bryant. I mean, look.
Yep.
It was a tragedy.
Tragic.
But the conspiracy theories abound. Why was he in that different helicopter? That wasn't a helicopter. From what I saw on the map, he was supposed to be going to a basketball game. Why were they flying way over there?
Well, okay. I just want, if we're going to stay 15 minutes, it's a tragic thing to happen. Him and 8 others, plus especially his 13-year-old daughter. But the thing of it is, now they're finding out that the helicopter didn't have the advanced warning system things on it. There was too much fog. The other helicopters were grounded, but theirs was let to go. So, I mean, what?
Dude, I looked, it took about 12 hours, but, the alternative thinking media, some call them the conspiracy theorists,
right,
just went wild with it. And you know what? Yeah. They bring up some really good points.
Of course, they always do.
They bring up some really good points. But yeah, let's rat it.
Sorry to hear it. Kobe was, he's Hall of Fame material already. He was a superstar. And condolences and sympathies go out to everybody involved in that tragedy.
And I felt really connected to it because I'm 41 years old and I got a 13-year-old son.
Correct.
It would be like everybody's world would completely come, and my family would come completely crashing down if that were to happen to me and my son.
Of course.
So I could just imagine. So I could just imagine what happened to Kobe Bryant and his big apparatus.
We had
his family. He had 4 kids.
Right. 4 daughters. The one perished with him. But, we had tragedy in the family, over a year or two ago, and we know how tragedy strikes us. You're numb to it when it comes to you, but you are a statistic to it. Okay, this impeachment thing. What? I mean,
dude, it's a scam.
What is it? It's a joke.
It's a scam. It's a sham. We've told you this. We've told you this, and now finally, they're looking at Joe Biden and his son. We've covered this on the Joe and Joe show. Now you have to admit, you might have heard it here first before you heard it on your mainstream media. The alternative media is always going to get you the story first. We're part of the alternative media. We broke this back in March, April, about the Joe Biden thing.
You know,
it was like, but we weren't, and don't
Ukraine.
we weren't the first people, but we're out there looking for stuff.
Look at all the other people involved in that Ukraine stuff, and then get back to the impeachment. How much more witnesses? How much more time? They said the other day they did an analytic or a poll on TV that more people are watching soap operas than watching the impeachment trial. It's just to put in the forefront, impeach. Don't vote for Trump. And it looks like it's going haywire. It's a joke, man.
Really and truthfully, in my humble opinion, it's just so maybe CNN, MSNBC, CBS could get their ratings back up because they're totally in the toilet.
Well,
because if I'm scrolling on the cable thing, it says the impeachment of Donald Trump. I'm looking at it in my guide. The impeachment of Donald Trump. And then I go down to MSLSD. The impeachment of Donald Trump. It's like...
Yeah, I mean, it's a big thing. They keep saying impeach, and then they say he's going to be acquitted. He's going to be acquitted. When? How long is this going to go? Now they're getting more witnesses. They're fighting over witnesses, this and that.
Listen, I know a bunch of smart people out there. They're really smart people. Sometimes, I feel like they're smarter than me. But then I'm hit with the fact that they're asking me, what do you think about it?
Yeah.
I'd be like, are you crazy, dude? This is a scam. No, they got him. I was like, dude, I was like, okay, that's all I needed to hear. I was like, seriously, dude? I'm thinking to myself, and these guys are smart. It's like, and they don't have a clue what's going on.
Yeah, man. And it goes for the demographic across the nation from our family, friends, and whatever, from California to Florida. Pay attention to all that. And see what's going on. I mean, all you can say is that what you want? Is that, and then, you see the clowns in the Democratic debates and you see what they're offering and what they're trying to do. They're at each other's throats. They're this, that, and the other. They don't have a clue of how to run the country, much less, but they want to knock down how the country is being run now. And it's a shame. It's a shameful thing. But can I say one more thing about when you say Biden and Ukraine? We got 6 minutes into it. Hey, man. Did I see that maybe Obama's going to be a witness to this Ukraine-Biden thing? They're going to call him?
I don't know, but you know what I also heard? That Biden wants to get Michelle Obama as his VP. And what qualifies her to be a VP? What qualifies her to be by? No, you know what it is? He's hiding, he's running, he know he's done, and he's hiding behind. They're going to play the race card because they wouldn't be able to do anything to Michelle Obama. No, they'd have to. He's running and hiding behind the race card. Oh, Biden's going to play the race card. What he needs to do is find Corn Pop again and get Corn Pop to take up for him and be like, Corn Pop would be like, yeah, well, that Joe Biden, he's a good-hearted person. If he wherever Corn Pop's at, where he's still alive. So look, let's keep going. I gotta go.
All right.
I gotta go flip the chicken. Hey,
okay.
Go
ahead.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Real quick, I want to plug this bold, silky, dark chocolate. I'm not being paid to endorse this or anything like that, but it's a pretty good bar. It's 72% cocoa. Picked it up to the local Whole Foods. Pretty good.
Oh, really? How much was it?
I can't remember, but it's pretty good.
It's great for us diabetics. I'll have a snack on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Later. But anyway, another global thing, and there's 2 global things I want to talk about. The coronavirus. Real serious stuff. Again, here we are again. I mean, this stuff is prophesied in the Bible. We just didn't make this up. This is in the Bible, disease. And then I heard the locusts were swarming somewhere more than they've ever swarmed before. Then you have the global warming and stuff like that and the climate change. But this coronavirus could be deadly serious. What do you think?
I think it's all a bunch of hogwash. I think it was created in a laboratory. It's made for a world depopulation It's funded by Bill Gates and George Soros, just like, you know, believe me, it didn't take but about 2 minutes when this outbreak happened for everybody to start piecing things together. You know, the alternative media talking about, you know, it was smuggled into China from Canada and it was created in labs here in America. And like, you know, believe me, if you want to go look for this stuff, it's out there. But if you want to play blind man, go sit with the sheep.
Well, give us a link on that because I heard it started in China.
I'll put some links below. No,
cooking animals and stuff in restaurants.
No, it's a Western thing, but the way it is now jumped from person to person.
Okay.
You know, but hey, hold up, I got something real quick. Okay, so look, the here it was. This from, you know, the World Health Organization came out today and said, oh my God, it's gonna be global pandemic. You know. We got to vaccinate her, you know. Anyway, so reduce your risk of coronavirus infection. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Clean hands with soap and water.
That.
Or alcohol-based hand rub.
Always.
Cover nose and mouth when coughing and sneezing with tissue or flexed elbow. Avoid close contact with anyone cold or flu-like symptoms.
I try to avoid that.
All right, now this is World Health Organization now. Avoid unprotected sex with live, wild, or farm animals.
Okay. Well, I'm not doing that, so that's one of the things I can cross off.
I think we're pretty much covered.
But listen, how many germs do you get when the people with the long fingernails give you change at the convenience stores or the fast food restaurants? How much disease is in that?
But you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. You know what I don't like? When you're checking out at the supermarket, and the girl that's checking you out, she's just sneezing and snotting all over and touching
man, that happens all the time.
Money and your groceries and stuff.
That happens all the time.
Yeah, dude.
Gosh, man, there's germs everywhere. You walk in the store, walk out the store, everything you touch. I like the alcohol based type stuff. I got a bottle in the truck. I got a bottle at the shop. I got a bottle at home. I squirt it all the time. I am a hand cleaning freak.
Okay,
but you know, to get to other things, another
on a lighter note though, Super Bowl's this weekend.
Yeah,
but more importantly, it's Groundhog Day. So, will Punxsutawney Phil see his shadow
tomorrow? Next week? Second.
It's Sunday.
Oh, it's Sunday too.
He comes out and he looks at his shadow.
Yeah,
you know, just like hey, watch Groundhog Day. Watch it twice if you have to. Yeah. And who you got in the Super Bowl, Joe?
I like Kansas City, but I'm pulling for San Francisco. What can I say?
You know, really and truthfully, I haven't been watching the NFL. I would love to see San Francisco win it. Yep. But I'd also like to see Andy Reid get a ring. Patrick Mahomes. What's his name? Damian Williams. He used to play for OU. You know, there's a couple of players I'd like to see get a ring on that team. But you know what? In all truthfulness, you know, I'm gotta go with, like, if I had to go with a team, if I had to pick a team, just for sheer picking a team, it would be San Francisco.
San Francisco, the ghost of Jerry Rice and Joe Montana, ring hard and ring Ronnie Lott,
and they ripped them
Dwight
off.
Clark. Who else can I say?
They ripped them off when they played the Ravens. That was holding. It should have been a first down, first and goal, and the Ravens would have lost. Well,
and anyway,
you know, it's crazy. That was Kaepernick, quarterback.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow! I don't watch many of them like we did last year. We kind of boycotted it again. They said some of the advertisements and stuff are going to be pros and cons, pro abortion and all this stuff. Then they're not going to have these kind of commercials in it and all this crap.
And truthfully, watch all the agenda-driven propaganda on the commercials and the halftime show. I wouldn't even watch the halftime show.
Oh, I'm not.
I personally am going to be watching Puppy Bowl, but then again, after
that's
work,
what somebody said.
So we're not allowed to watch TV at work.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, another thing globally, and I'll just throw that out. I'll let you do what you want to say because we are pressed for time since we're condensing. But Greta Thunberg. That's trademarked now. Her name is trademarked all over the world.
Just leave that little girl alone. It's not her fault.
Oh, well, since she broke up with Hansel, she never smiled. So, I mean, bottom line is I just thought I'd throw that in there. Anyway.
You know, it's crazy. They show those German posters of, like, Hitler with those little girls. She's got that same hairdo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Is that not some trippy stuff?
It is what it is. Listen, okay. Baton Rouge. What can you say? LSU won the national championship, number one, the greatest team ever, yes, 2019.
But we're automatically met with a negative right after that because...
Don't say it. No. But anyway, long story short, I'll get to it. Anyway, Baton Rouge is number 5 in the nation, in the United States, murder capital of the world, of the nation.
Good job, Weston Broom.
Number 4, New Orleans. I think number 1 is Baltimore and
no. St. Louis was number 1.
St. Louis and then Baltimore and then somebody else there.
Now they do these numbers per capita.
Right.
So yes, Chicago has more murders.
Right.
You know, let's see, was it? But you got to look at it's per 100,000 residents.
Yeah.
So if you do it, Detroit was up there too. But if you do it per 100,000 residents, that's a lot of murders happening in your city. You know, yeah. I think it was St. Louis or Baltimore. I think it might have been St. Louis was having an average like 1 a day.
Right.
You know?
Ooh, wow. So anyway, like I say, we're ranked number 1 in football for the 2019 season, number 5 in murders, last in education, or maybe 47, 48. Infrastructure, we're way down there, even though we got I-10 tradesmen and I-55 going up or whatever. We are still top of the categories. So, you know, what can I say? Democratic control, Democratic run, Democratic problems, and I don't see no end in sight. Okay. Getting back to what Derek was alluding to, Little Joe was alluding to earlier, riding on the high horse and was pulling for the Tigers, then all across the board. Then all of a sudden, Coach O, which I hope, you know, love and respect him as a man, person, whatever, coach. But then he hired Bo Pelini as defensive coordinator, who had been here before, who left Oklahoma, the bend-o break defense in those years, went to Nebraska, couldn't muster anything, didn't want to get along with administration, can't recruit, and will jump in your face, and he's a holler, rah-rah guy. He's probably going to holler and scream like Coach O was hollering at Aranda the year too.
I'm not going to say he can't recruit, but I will say he didn't leave Oklahoma.
He doesn't like to recruit.
He didn't leave Oklahoma. They ran him out of Oklahoma. They ran him out of Nebraska. They ran him, out of Nebraska. But what's he been doing? Where's he been?
He's been at Youngstown State.
Okay.
And haven't even won the conference there.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a tough conference for their conference. You know?
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, man, that's pretty much all I got.
Okay, but, you know, automatically, too, you got to bear with me now because it really does peeve me, and we got 15 minutes or whatever. You can really chime in on it. They changed his name all of a sudden to B-A-U-X, Bo Pelini. So, I mean, everything you said, you read about him. Bo's back. Way to go, Bo. I mean, come on. Does everything with the O have to be with the E-A-U-X? I don't know. I don't do it. I don't use it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
All right. Well, we're going to
LSU baseball, LSU about to crank up, and LSU basketball is going to almost make it to the Sweet 16. What do you say?
We'll be coming to you next week. Hopefully in another 15-minute compact show. Maybe we'll be at Joe's place. Maybe we'll be riding around on the PRV picking up, rescuing pets. Who knows? But please keep tuned. If you like what you see, if you like the new format, the format that we're going to now, comment below. If you don't like it, definitely comment below. But we're going to keep it like this right now because the YouTube analytics do not lie.
Okay. So what? YouTube. Anyway. Shout out to that Marine and Kane Taylor up in Kansas City. Little ones, drink all your milk, say your prayers, and there's work at the post office. Good night.